Hi, Sandy.
Oh yeah, hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk. You forget your name.
Just like shit. Oh yeah, I said star, didn't I? Welcome to the A.D.K rock and metal channel. Today we're going to be discussing the band Dragonforce and their song "Through the Fire and Flames." Came out in 2006 off of Inhuman Rampage. They're a British power metal band been around since like 1999, and this song was probably made the most famous through Guitar Hero, because this was the extremely hard level on Guitar Hero 3, I think it was the one. It was either 2 or 3, and doing this on expert level was insane. Those that could do it were absolutely nuts. Before we get to the video though, here's a quick word from this video's sponsor. Okay, so the way we're going to do this, we've all got away, we've watched the video, we have made our notes about the song, and then we're going to now play you minute by minute and discuss it as we go. So this is from 0 to minute 1. Check it out.
In flames of death's eternal rain, we ride towards the fight. When the darkness is falling down and the times are tough or right, the sound of evil laughter falls around the world tonight. Fighting high, fighting on board steel through the wastelands evermore. The scattered souls will feel the hell that is wasted on the shore. On the blackest flames in hell's domain, we watch the deaths they go. In fire and pain.
Okay, so there we go, that's the first minute. Now what should be pointed out here is this is the video edit of the song, so the album version of this is much longer.
Oh god.
So the intro is...
So we're fortunate then.
So the intro of this is much more of a build-up. This one doesn't have any intro build-up. It's like literally has a snippet of it and then just kicks into the power metal riff. So I'm going to talk about it first because this is a song I know very well, as I was a big Guitar Hero player. So I did remember having to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing this on easy. Although it's actually harder to play this on easy than it is on medium or hard, because it takes so many notes out. So you're like, it's like, no, I can't do that. It's impossible. Anyway, this is they've lost the epic build up in it, which is a shame, because I think there was a big build up to this song before it really kicks in, and I think you need that, because otherwise you just get like it's just okay. You need something to build up to that fast point. It's an incredibly fast song, but it isn't complex. It's it's the little tail off that, and a lot of it's actually the keyboard player. I would have to give props to this one. Guy's got a great voice when he kicks in. It's classic, almost 80s. What would you call it? Glam rock vocal delivery of this Skid Row era, Poison.
Halloween,
Halloween would be a great example there. I love the fact that there's everyone puts their focus on the guitarist in this band. Keyboard and drummer on this one for me. That intro for me is where the keyboard and drummer really stand out. Guitars are just going it's just doing triplets and hammer-ons. Can I play it? No, because I haven't got the speed of it, but it's not like it's large amounts of picking across the fretboard. But that first bit, great. It's really weird because you get within the first minute you're already into a pre-chorus. You haven't even had, you've had an intro, first verse and a pre-chorus in there. That's how quickly it gets through the song. But I like how the pre-chorus is like and the tempo is the same, but it does feel like it almost doubles up. just because the snare changes where it hits. But I think it's a great pickup in the pre-chorus. I'm going to go to Annie.
Yeah, I know this from Guitar Hero, Nintendo Wii.
On a Nintendo Wii, fucking hell.
And then...
Did you have to do it like the controllers?
No, I had a guitar.
Oh yeah, guitar.
You stick the controller in the guitar in this bit, and then
I didn't even know they did it on the Wii. I'm sitting there thinking, like it was motion sensitive, like on the Wii.
No.
You'd have to sit there and do this.
yeah, I had a Wii back in the
Kirk would
day.
be great at that.
And then
Slide on the
because it's such a
Sheath your sword.
because it's such a so different from anything I'd heard even at that time. I did check out the video. So I've got certain feelings about this song and this video. I mean, like you, I agree. The intro, the keyboard, it's almost, again, not something I've ever come across in the bands that I've followed. Is sort of Spinal Tap almost, and symphonic 70s rock in it. They had sort of keyboards that are so prominent in the music. But
apart from like symphonic metal, like Nightwish, where you've got keyboards and stuff, whenever you see someone getting a keytar in, because they do use a keytar,
I'm sure they do.
and stuff like that, you start going, but now does it go away from being metal? Is this now classic rock?
I think you've
Classic
got
metal?
a sense of humour if you're using a guitar.
But some people go, key guitars are fucking awesome. I'm like, they may be awesome, but I don't think they're metal.
no, not at all.
But
I mean, I was surprised at how
That's
low
elitist.
budget the video looked, because it's kind of dark with illuminated with spotlights like this, isn't it? So there's not a lot else to it.
No, not in this one, no.
Not at all, but that's my opening thoughts, because I haven't sort of broken it down minute by minute, but I'll pass on to Kirk now.
Yeah, thanks for handing it over. It's a good point. You're right. It's a power metal song when the lights flash in time with the dramatic drum accents. Definitely a 70s rock video. It had elements of Bohemian Rhapsody in it, I noticed as well. And there is one thing that's highly amusing. 20 seconds, just watch Herman Lee, where he's using his whammy bar, and when he lifts it up and looks at the camera, and his mouth follows it. So he goes,
They do that live. They're so fun.
Yeah,
so it's whether it's funny or if it's humorous. I find them the two different things.
It's humorous when he does exactly that over his knee and he snaps a guitar in half. Have you seen that clip?
I've seen that.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's funny.
Love that.
I think it's humorous to watch them, like Steel Panther to me. Watching Steel Panther is a humorous, because you're enjoying it. They're being funny, and you're enjoying it at the same time.
Yeah.
When they're funny is when you're laughing at them.
Yeah.
And they're not intentionally trying to be funny. They know what they're doing. They're showboating, and they're doing it for humour.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm not laughing at him. Come on, the way he looks
when we get to the solo and they're drinking beers at each other, they're doing that for humour.
Definitely.
The way they play, they're doing.
That's not the emotion that I'm feeling.
Okay, we'll come to that.
We'll come to that. Okay.
So, one last thing I would say within a minute before we get to that pre-chorus. It's actually good headbanging thrash, isn't it, in those first few verses? Basically, Hammerfall and all those German bands, power metal bands from the 90s, that's the main influence on this.
Okay, let's kick to minutes 1 to minute 2. Check it out. Okay, so we have the first proper chorus at this point. Very hooky, very catchy. Nice little mini solo transitions from the main riff. So they do these little solo bits which aren't actually solos. They're just kind of
fills, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just fills that go in there. Yeah, it's good and catchy. The problem is it doesn't really give you much of a chance to catch your breath. It does give you just before it kicks into the second part of the second verse. Or turn into like "All the darkness and how we." No, it's not that song. But when it kicks to that, it goes halftime, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, and then it does this stop, and then dun, 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 dun. I like the fact they put that in, because if they had gone in full throttle into that second verse, you wouldn't have caught a breather. You needed that breather. So that's good songwriting at that point. Andy, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't touched on how much I appreciate the vocals. I think they are really, really good.
Yeah,
they're clear, they're powerful. But at this stage of the video, I've noted that there's almost a resentment. You sort of described how perhaps simple the main riff is. I mean, you demonstrated it earlier, but there's almost a resentment to play that from the two guitarists. You know, I don't want to do that bit, so I'm just... it's just hidden. You can't hear that riff because they're just all over the place.
It's just string.
Yeah, but you can't hear that because they're doing the fills that you've just been talking about, not the mini solos.
So it's showboating.
Yeah,
it is a very. I mean, this is a very showboat song. I will say when you listen to, if you look at a lot of stuff from Dragonforce, if you go through like their catalogue, I've got a few of their albums, and you listen to different songs on there, they're not all like this.
Good. I mean,
but there are a lot of... They know that they've got two guitarists that can do fast picking, so they do try to showcase each of it. Yeah. What you find though is in almost all their songs, the vocalist is not the main character in the band, which is unusual because every other band has a front person. They're doing their part, but again, Dream Theater is very similar.
Yeah,
Dream
if you're James LaBrie, you're going to be bored shitless sometimes on stage while you're waiting.
Have you seen their most recent live performance from James? And he's fucking out of key all the time.
Well, I mean, he's always had problems, if you ask me. I don't. Yeah.
And jumping off the drum riser and throwing your guitar, you know, as you say, showboating and theatrics, and where the focus should be on the vocalist at this part of the song, but he barely gets any airtime.
Do you know, it is impressive though, because you're right to call it a pre-chorus. When I first heard that, I thought, this is a catchy chorus, and then to follow it with another one, that's so difficult to do in music. So that's a triumph. But getting back to showmanship, I think when you get a band like Dillinger Escape Plan who are writing this really violent music and just as technical, and they are fucking throwing the guitars around the head and hitting, busting their own noses, that's more impressive than this. Because here, at least you can still concentrate. If you watch Ben Wyman of Dillinger Escape Plan, I don't know how he even does it. It's just incredible, he's playing this weird jazz fusion stuff.
So this is showboating in a sense, but I think it's entertaining because it's giving a show to the crowd.
Yeah.
Same way as Nine Inch Nails smashing their keyboards around on the stage and stuff like that.
Yeah, Woodstock, for example.
Adds no value to the actual performance as far as the songs, but it's showboating in the sense of aggressive. When you see bands kicking off and like throwing their guitars and getting really aggressive on stage, it does nothing for the song.
Like Alpha Wolf.
But any of that sort of stuff doesn't add anything to the music, but it's entertainment. So I think it's entertainment it's a stage performance.
They even have a synth fill, don't they, at 1 minute 57 to bring in the next verse, and even that's virtuosic as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we up to now? We have lost where we are now.
I think we're between minutes 2 to 4 next.
Or 2 to 3 then.
Yeah.
We're not doing 2 minutes to start. Okay, let's play minutes 2 to 3. Okay, so actually I jumped a little bit ahead there. So that second verse, full sense of security, my point there. Yeah, he has. There's one thing that stood out for me in this one was I think it was where they do this great dive ball on the neck. The woo,
Yeah.
and then it kicks back in. I love that on a guitar. That's the Dimebag Darrell kind of.
You can even do that.
It's
on your
simple
own,
as
and
easy.
kind of go,
Just bending that down. And it's just, again, you would call it showboating. I would call it doing a bit of showmanship on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want every metal band. If you were having a festival, I would love to see these guys on a festival, but I wouldn't want to see a whole bill made up of bands doing this.
Apparently, these are very poor live and have been accused many times of not being able to play these songs that they've recorded in the studio in a live environment or turning up pissed. You cannot be under the influence of alcohol if you play music as technical as this. You're never going to be able to play.
Well, this is a band that went from, in 1999, then obviously Guitar Hero suddenly got pushed right to the pinnacle. And were playing massive headline shows and stuff like that, and then people just lost interest in them, and they went right back down here to the point where were they? Where the fuck were they playing? They were playing to like a 300-400 people capacity venues, like the Bedford Esquires equivalent. Headline shows like that. They went from doing Brixton Academy headline shows. And
you say they're a British band?
Yeah.
Yeah, Herman Lee is.
I didn't know that.
Herman Lee's done well as a Twitch guitar player and YouTuber, and he's got a lot of endorsements. Obviously, he's a great guitar player. Interesting personality as well. So he's still a big name, certainly in the guitar world, isn't he?
But the band just hasn't really connected with a lot of people. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, there wasn't a huge amount going on in 2 to 3 that stood out from the rest. It was very much what happened in previously. So, but everyone knows if you know this song, you're waiting for the solo section. You're waiting for the big. You're waiting for the combat. So let's play that. So we're going into minutes 3 to 4. Let's play it. Okay, so this is where we're going into the first part of the solo. So the solo kind of goes over basically the next couple of minutes, but for minutes 3 to 4, we get this kind of mini solo that you kind of would stand out as, on its own as a solo. And then it breaks, and then you get into this dual solo, which I think I love. I loved it in the video. I love it with the just sort of standing off of each other. I love him just getting a swig, having a beer. Okay, my turn. Let's have a play. Because there's Operation Ground Pound, which is another one of their songs. They do a similar thing where they have a duel, but they do it in a slightly like it's almost like a video game battle. Where they do it, and it's done in a similar vein, but without the drink of the beer. But I love the fact wasn't there also a bit in this one where the vocalist is just sitting off to the side having a drink?
Yeah,
it's like,
he goes and
he just goes and has a break. I thought that was brilliant. I thought it was like, I guess I'm not needed now. I'll just go and have a beer while they're going on and doing their solo guitar. It's like every rehearsal studio you've ever been in.
Can you
when
imagine
someone
if
has
they
to
had
go
a
and
female
work.
vocalist? She could go and manicure her nails, couldn't she, at that point?
Sexist. A guy can get a manicure?
Yeah, do you know what? The singer, to realise his feminine side, should go manicure his nails. What the fuck am I talking about?
I know, as I like dying, Tim, doesn't he get manicures? No, that's an exclusive there for you. Yeah, solo. So we get into there. There's also keyboard mirroring underneath this, which I listen to. So you've got the two guitarists doing these solos, and you're like, oh, this is really cool. There's a fucking keyboard player underneath doing solo mirroring of the solos.
Almost Dream Theater style.
And you're like, but he's not on fucking screen doing the solos. It's like, give him some credits, because I'm swear that must be fucking harder to do.
You say this is the bit that everyone's waiting for.
No, Andy.
Mr. Anti-Solo over
This just
there.
fills me with resentment. It's like...
Is it because you can't do it?
No, it's not. That's what someone said to me. No, it's nothing. I've got no intention of ever wanting to do even the most simple of guitar solos, so I'm certainly not jealous. It's just so pretentious, so... I don't know, I can't find the word.
Was this
for
the
it.
hardest video for you to do? Or the one that you enjoyed the least?
Yeah, because I knew it. Yeah,
Right,
I knew the video.
do you like Hangar 18 by Megadeth?
Yeah, but they don't perform it like this, do they? Like I say, standing there, watch each other. Oh, I'm so cool. I'm just gradually take a bit
Is it ego?
and put it down.
Is
The
it
moment that I can then pick up the guitar to do my bit, I just hate that whole.
Oh, come on! I bet you don't hate Eruption by Van Halen, though, do you? If you
I
hear
do.
that-
It's fucking shit.
Come on,
Don't
that
know
changed
it.
music.
Don't know, but no, just if they hadn't have done it in that way, if they'd have done like the whole band
they'd been
performance,
serious.
yeah, because it's all, it goes back to what I said earlier.
Gatekeeper. No humor allowed.
No, it goes back to what I said earlier. That there's no need or no want to actually play the rhythm part of the song. So I'm not going. I'm just going to stand there.
See, the thing,
No, I take your point. Yeah, it's like it's beneath me because it's just playing.
I liked it because it's
single
humorous.
note. Treble
I
note.
liked it because so the thing
Yeah.
what I
It's beneath me to play the riffs on this song, so I'm not even going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand here like a prick, watch my mate act like a prick on the guitar. Oh, it's my turn now. It's just like
See, I didn't take it that
if
way.
they done that as a band performance where somebody was riffing out the rhythm, the other guy was doing the solo, then they switch like you do in normal bands, you know, or regular music videos. You know, just that whole the way that was projected to me just
you
fills me with disgust almost. Yeah.
See, the thing was, I watched that video, and I remembered that from the video for ages
Oh, yeah.
afterwards, and I liked it because it was not done like that's what they do on stage. Well, actually, they have done bits like that on stage for fun, but that's because I took it as this is a band being humorous. This is a band that are poking fun and having fun. with
I
it.
didn't get any humour. It's
So I saw its humour
pretentiousness.
because I know when you speak to the guy or you've watched like the YouTubes about the guys, there is a lot of humour in it. If they'd done a live performance or done it as a band playing it, I would have instantly forgotten that song. The video would have just gone because it would have just been it's two guys just doing a solo. Boring. I'm really bored watching this. Watching that, I looked at that and went, okay, they're having fun with the video. They've actually done something quite interesting for me to watch, and it's quite
focus on
funny.
the pair of them by all means, but one doing the solo, the other one Ed banging out, doing the riff, and then switch. But to stand there.
It's a battle. It's a battle. It's a guitar battle.
See,
Gotta do it.
I remember MTV2. They used to give an hour to a band and they'd choose videos. Do you remember that Welsh band, Funeral for a Friend?
Yeah.
So I first saw this because they chose it, and I remember I'll try and do the Welsh accent.
Don't.
I am going to try it. And,
You got cancelled.
and he said, and this includes two things. Oh, that's sorry, right, I'll just stick to my accent.
Sorry, hang on. Was that Jamaican?
Yeah, no, it's meant to be.
These guys do all things, man.
Do things!
Got a lot of respect for Welsh people.
Defences.
The original Britons. Right, anyway. So, and I remember the drummer for Funeral for a Friend saying this has two things that are great: drinking beer and shredding. And I like you, I just remember zooming in on the hands and then doing a battle off. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's a guitar battle.
So yeah, I mean, I did see the humour. I liked it.
I like. Okay, let's get to the
We're
last.
gatekeepers, so you know.
We're going to do the last minute.
sometimes you can't have humour.
Minutes 4 to minute 5. Let's play it.
So far away, we wait for the day, for the lights also wasted in blood. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on.
Okay, so that was the last one. So really, it was basically solo, then going back into a chorus. But my favourite bit on this one is when they then both go into solos and they're doing a harmonised guitar solo to each other, which is great because it's almost like you've done a battle, you've done a battle, you've done a battle, you've done a battle. Okay, now we'll join together, we'll harmonise up and we'll play it. I know I've written this, and even it doesn't go well for this. I went, even if you don't like solos, you have to be impressed. Obviously not.
Can you test that? Can you test that theory, please?
He's like, yeah, but did you like the solo itself, and just not the video part of it?
You can't take away the technical and musical ability of these guys, and you say without certain elements of this song it'd be boring and you tune out. I think if they stripped it back, because I like the vocal, I really like the vocals. I like the catchiness of the chorus and everything, the keyboards. You know, musically it's really good, but it's just too much. It's almost like, yeah, we've got a good song here, but it's not quite good enough.
Speed it up fast.
Let's speed it up. Let's put in insane soloing and shredding, and make it inaccessible. You know, I like sort of more simple stripped back metal without. And but I can't see the humour. There's no humour. There's no humour in this. It's look at me. I'm pretentious. I can play this and I can do it so well that I don't even need to concentrate. Do you know what I mean? It's just.
I'm just going to take that.
I don't like big heads. Put it that way. I don't like big heads.
Look at me. I can play this. I can do it simple. That's it. Going to be one clip.
Do you know what? One song that had a big influence on power metal, just one song alone, is Painkiller by Judas Priest. And do you remember when that would come on MTV on Super Rock? And those solos never seemed to end. But I love that song.
So do I.
And the production of it. And that's
a mile away from this.
I mean, that is quite gratuitous.
I was never a fan of Painkiller.
I think the shredding is quite gratuitous on that Judas Priest song. This, it does take it further, doesn't it? I think the last minute, I don't remember anything of it because it's just shredding for the last 3 minutes of the song.
There's a way around it out, basically. Yeah. They needed a way to finish it.
But it is a good chorus, though, isn't it? So you're right. There are actually some good songwriting elements here besides just flamboyance. So it's I mean, if they strip, maybe I don't know what their other albums are like. I wonder if they've actually done a record where they've stripped some of it back and said, "Hey, we can actually do key changes and write bridges and choruses and earworms." I hate that term, but I will use it. You know, I wonder if they've actually done that. Maybe
don't know.
Yeah. The viewers can tell us.
You can tell us in the comments down below. Of course, we have to gatekeep it. It goes in, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Of course it does.
On the grounds of, is it a gatekeeper of metal? Is it metal? Of course it's metal.
Yeah, very metal. It's too metal for you. Too metal.
Too many cliches.
Okay, it does get through the gates of metal. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in another video sometime very soon. Take care.